We're live tonight at the Layton Ferry Terminal in downtown Toronto, right on the waterfront, where things are looking a lot better compared to last weekend here. Now, last weekend, you'll recall, things were a little bit messy after Toronto Island Ferries experienced some disruptions on the Hanlan's Point route. That caused some long lineups, essentially a bottleneck over here, some lasting as long as 2 hours. Now, although things are looking a lot better here tonight, we did bump into a few people who say they take the ferry regularly and say those long lines are becoming a little bit more of a norm. You ride the ferry regularly?
Yeah.
Yes.
We love it. We love it.
I take it every weekend.
How have the lines been this year?
Oh, crazy.
It's never that bad coming back.
What about going out?
We don't get it going out. We get the water taxis.
They're much worse. A lot of lines, and especially when you wait outside, if you don't book it online, you have to end up waiting for a long time until you get through the door.
Nobody loves a long lineup, but I mean, from the BIA's perspective, we're very excited that customers are coming back to the waterfront more and more. I mean, it's obviously been a few tough years after COVID, so it is exciting to see this many people back, that's for sure.
The head of the Waterfront Business Improvement Association says so far water taxi service along the waterfront has been able to cope with the sudden influx of overflow from the ferries.
I've spoken to a couple of the water taxis today, and they said they are not at full capacity, but they were busy already this morning, which is a good sign.
You know, it's definitely a higher volume of people that were flowing by. But for us, we managed to keep our wait times down at about 20-25 minutes at our peak times.
Alex Ferris manages Tiki Taxi. He agrees that for the most part, the boat taxi services are coping well with any ups and downs in ferry service so far.
In terms of this business, like the July 1st long weekend's always one of the busiest ones of the year. So I feel like most of the companies did everything in their power to be ready for that weekend. You know, just the fact that one of the ferries were down and you know, that didn't help try and get people back from the islands. But I think all the companies in general did the best they could to try and bring people to and from the islands.
We did reach out to Parks, Forestry and Recreation at the City of Toronto, the department that runs the ferry service. They didn't comment on last weekend's breakdown, but say the island is a very popular Toronto summer spot, and it is not unusual for there to be lineups for ferries throughout warmer months, particularly on weekends, which can see up to 20,000 passengers transported in a single day. Adding additional and continuous ferry trips are also added to the schedule to assist with crowds.
Most every weekend, it's just hectic.
If it's too long, we take the taxi. Yeah, that's the other option. But it's worth it though. Something to wait is worth it.
Now, the city is also sharing the usual advice of planning ahead and says if you get your tickets online, you can shave some time off the line getting into the ferry.